Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and we found us the next crazy mystery banana here in Borneo. We are in the town of Tenom, which is basically the fruit production capital for the state of Sabah. Coincidentally, in the background we are seeing a couple very short bananas. This is the Pisang Pendek, the short banana. Not one of the common bananas here. Around here in Borneo and also in surrounding areas, there may be 6, 7, 8 standard bananas, which you will find on basically every market and which are everyday bananas. But if you are kind of familiar with those 6, 7, 8 standard bananas, you can sniff out the rare varieties, which are not one of those. Here we have a lot of stuff. Like, the video is about this banana here, but I decided to put as many bananas as we had in the house, just to show you that basically the banana diversity here, like in most tropical areas, is actually much higher than what we got in temperate areas. They are tiny bananas, although here we don't have very small ones. They are giant bananas, also we don't have any of those. They are bananas in different shapes. Even bananas that don't look like bananas because they are red. Even other fruits that look like bananas, despite not being even related to the bananas. And now we're gonna try most of those and compare them with our mystery banana. Well, this is our mystery banana here. It was sold to us as Pisang Melakka, the banana from Melaka, from West Malaysia. However, later, other people said that is probably Pisang Embun or Pisang Mazak Hijau, which both cannot be true. Both Embun and Mazak Hijau, which is also called Mun in Sarawak, for example, look very different. This looks more similar to something which I found in Java, where they called it Pisang Siam or Thai banana. However, in West Malaysia, I ate a totally different banana, which was also called Pisang Siam. And yeah, I think this could have something to do with the Thai bananas. It looks a lot like a Namva, but there are a lot of different varieties of Namva. It also looks quite a lot like Pisang Cucu, the grandchild banana, but it's basically twice as thick as a normal Pisang Cucu. And last but not least, it has seeds. I ate maybe 4 of those, and in one of them there was a seed. That happens sometimes. I mean, seeds were bred out of bananas here probably tens of thousands of years ago. There are some indications that the earliest form of agriculture was when some people on those islands around here started growing seedless bananas, but still, some of them still have single seeds. Let's see what we can compare it to. This here is a banana, which, some people said it could be, it was sold to us as Pisang Mas, and some people said it could be Pisang Telur, but when I open it, you'll see that it's something completely different. Here is a small random banana that I pulled out of our host's fridge. Like every banana you cool too much, it looks brownish. It could be a Pisang Hotel or maybe Pisang Mas. But as you see by this color, this is the same reason that the giant plantains usually look brownish when they arrive in the West, because unlike Cavendish bananas, they are not being kept at the proper temperature. They are being kept at cool temperatures during transport to the West, because they are transported with other ethnic fruits. But that happens when you cool a banana too much. It's too cold and the cells get damaged and the nice yellow color disappears. Here is Ovaria grandiflora, which we foraged today in the jungle. A huge fruit cluster of fruits that look basically like bananas, but they are not closely related to them. Here we have a red banana, but it's still so unripe. Basically, probably the king shrimp banana, but it's so unripe that we are not gonna try this. You could already fry it or boil it and eat it, but if you try to eat it out of hand, it's not so nice. Here we have something we harvested a couple days ago, and back then they were already bursting on the plant and eaten by animals, but we still tried to salvage what we could. But now 2 days later they look even worse. The lady said they are probably Pisang Keling. However, Pisang Kiling, yeah, they have something which is typical for Pisang Kiling, which are those red blushes. But actually, this is more the shape of a Pisang Kiling, and this was also sold. No, was this sold to us? No, this was given to our host as Pisang Kiling. And I think both might be Pisang Kiling, but two very different Pisang Kiling. One is very fat, one is very thin. Is this just because the one was fertilized and watered better, or is it a different type? Remember, despite the fact that there are sometimes, on rare occasions, seeds even in domestic bananas, usually bananas are clones. So if this is consistently with thin fruits and this is consistently with thick fruits, even though they might both originate from Pisang Kiling, you should probably give them different names because they're kind of different. Here we have a Pisang Raja, the king banana. And here we have something which comes probably from Indonesia and which was told us is a Pisang Om or Pisang Timur. Now let's start. Which are we gonna? Let's start with the Pisang Kilings. This one is pretty overripe. However, even when it was completely ripe, this one was not really sweet but more sour. Let's see now. This is clearly overripe, smelling like a totally ripe to overripe banana, even with some fermentation notes. Okay, spit out the tip, which is probably fermented. The rest should be good. Now it is sweet, but there is still enough sourness to make a nice. The sweetness totally dominates, but the sourness underpins it. Also a little bit dry, and yeah, not really a perfect banana. Also, we didn't collect those bananas on purpose. It's just in an area with banana production, usually you have a lot of different bananas at home. Now here, let's try to salvage a piece from the other thing, which is considered a Pisang Kiling by the lady who grew it. However, she didn't went with us into the garden, so we are not sure if she even understood which banana plant we were talking about. But let's try a piece of it. Yeah. What is similar to the other, together with the red blushes, is it is sweet, but there is still a sourness despite it being overripe. Also quite a pale color inside. My phone might show this a tad more yellow than it is. It's actually quite pale inside, however not really white, but maybe even more pale than a Cavendish. Not too much flavor, a little bit starchy, and yeah, this thing, despite it being overripe, there is still a rest of sourness and even a remnant of tartness in it. Okay, now let's try those things from the fridge. Not really too fond of them, especially if they turn out to be Pisang Hotel. Incredibly thin skin. Look at it. I mean, most of those small bananas have much thinner skin than a Cavendish, but this has incredibly thin skin, which does speak for Pisang Hotel. Pisang Hotel has very thin skin. Pisang Hotel develops very quickly. Okay, we'll have to butcher it with one hand. Pisang Hotel develops very quickly within 40 days. However, this thing is pretty. This thing is okay. Let's get rid of the skin. This thing is quite yellow inside, which tells me that it's, and also the skin came off quite nicely. Although it looked like Pisang Hotel, now I'm inclined to believe that this is Pisang Emas, the golden banana, which is considered of much higher quality than Pisang Hotel, which is usually kind of bland. Yeah. This is the golden banana. It has the color. It has the sweetness, although this is not very sweet. I've had much more sweet golden bananas. And it has the typical golden banana flavor. Now for a change, let's try Ovaria, which, as I said, is not a banana. I just happen to have it here, and it looks so much like a banana, so it's going into the video. Yeah, the skin of Ovaria is kind of rough and not so pleasant, but even if you peel it under the skin, there is another layer which is rough and not so pleasant. Once you've gotten through both layers, it tastes a bit like a pawpaw, to which it is related. It's like a rollinia, to which it is also related. But the flour is slightly different. And I think this rough stuff on the inside, at least, are the same type of cells you sometimes also find in a custard apple. I would say quality-wise, it's of less quality than the average banana or pawpaw or rollinia, but still a nice fruit, which you can forage in giant clusters, not only in the jungle, but also in parks, because it's ornamental. Not bad, but it pales compared to the best bananas. Now let's try this Pisang Om or Pisang Timur. Yeah, very interesting angular shape, blunt. All of them were angular and blunt, so very easy to see at first glance that it's something different. Looks a lot like the Pisang Oli, which is a frying banana from Java. The inside, very orange, but it will not be the most orange banana we have today. Very orange, dry, starchy. To be honest, not the tastiest banana when eaten raw. Definitely a cooking or frying banana, aka plantain. Basically, bananas are hybrids. Most of our banana cultivars are hybrids of Musa balbisiana and Musa acuminata. And those hybrids hybridized again with the parent species. And usually we say that the bananas which are better for eating raw have more genetic material from Musa acuminata, while the ones which are better eaten cooked have more genetic material from Musa balbisiana. And this one, even though it's clearly overripe, many plantains and other cooking bananas can become really delicious when they are really overripe, even tastier than many dessert bananas because of the strong flavor. But this one is edible, but nothing great. Now to the Pisang Racha, the king banana. I'm not sure those are completely ripe. Also, I've seen Pisang Racha. I've seen a multicolored bunch of Pisang Racha where you could see yellow, red, green, cones. Those here ripen very yellowish with some orange to red blush. More orange or rusty, not like Pisang Keling or this one. They have more of a red blush. Those have more of an orange blush. When you look at the Pisang Racha, again, very orange inside, very starchy, definitely a cooking / frying banana, but totally enjoyable, much more than this one. Not completely ripe, but in 2 or 3 days it will be delicious raw. Yeah, it's not called the king banana for nothing. Now here, this mysterious thing. I mean, when we saw it, we thought, okay, this could be something special or just a very well-fed banana plant. We are here in a very successful agricultural area. They know how to grow stuff. And the lady told us it's Pisang emas, so this banana here. However, when we opened it, we knew that we have something different. Because, well, the golden banana is golden inside. This here is bright orange inside. One of the most orange bananas I've ever seen. Also, it does not have the typical pisang emas flavor. And it is not incredibly sweet, but it is more mild and savory. Crazy banana, maybe the craziest in a bunch. Later, several people told us this is probably pisang susu, the milk banana. Yeah, there is a banana similar to this which is called pisang susu. And unlike the name suggests, it's kind of yellowish inside, but it's not that bright orange. Look at that. This is like a pumpkin or like a carrot. And last but not least, we come to the reason for the entire video. To be honest, it's not completely ripe yet, I'm sure. Like those pisang siams and pisang chuchu, which are the most similar ones, it will be really delicious once it's ripe. Needs maybe 2 more days. One thing you can clearly see, it is snow white inside. Yeah, this is typical for a lot of Thai bananas. However, with this one, nobody said that it comes from Thailand, but it looks a lot also like some Namba bananas. Crunchy and firm. It has some orange, some slightly orange structures inside. This phone is showing the inside is a bit yellowish. I see the inside is completely white with those 3 orange things. It has not reached peak ripeness yet, but it's already quite delicious. Not very sweet, a bit sour, even a bit tart. This spot is not so pleasant. It's dry, and I guess that's where the seeds were trying to develop. Yeah, quite a nice banana now, except for this one spot. I think it will become a really delicious banana in 2 days. But yeah, apart from that, it's probably something from the Namba family. And took also at the beautiful seed here. I have no idea. So folks, tell me your thoughts about all those bananas. I mean, at least 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are really mystery bananas, which are quite rare here and which you don't see every day, even in Borneo. And I might have made a mistake even with some of the other ones. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit and banana videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich island of Borneo. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.